All right, leaders, for Chapter 6, what not to do. Don't overlead. This is a left side pass, where I'm telling my follower to go over there. This is a whip, where I'm telling my follower to go here and I'm telling her to go here. Even in a newcomer or novice division, I want you to assume that your partner can dance, not to an extremely high level, but assume that once I lead my partner, she will continue going with that momentum down the line. Then if you're dancing with a constant or ramping connection, that technique will still work. But it's the difference of leading with a ramp where I'm keeping a connection through versus hyperextending my follower and making her run after a connected arm. So don't do that. Second part of this chapter is focus on transitions. So you might have the coolest move ever. Coolest move ever for us right now is going to be an applesauce whip to a badass. Versus applesauce whip, transition, badass. So the body movement and how we interact between the patterns, between the posts and the anchors, is really what's going to sell the complexity and the difficulty of what you're doing. Which is why if you're doing basic third position anchors, which is something I would not recommend in this chapter, anytime I do a basic third position anchor, then all I can do is my and 1 for my transition. Anytime I dance my anchors, leaders, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, I've transitioned into my next piece. Doug, what if I don't know what my next piece is? You shouldn't. I don't know what my next piece is, but my transition tells me what to do next. My transition is dictated by the music and what I hear. And then everything just sort of rolls. At least that's the ultimate goal for the dancing. But if you do want to practice something, you can practice transition into a move with another transition into another move. And when you're watching, let's say, competitive showcase division, really take notice the top couples, not only do they have amazing lifts, but they have amazing lift transitions in and out of the lifts versus amazing lift. Now I'm going to drop you and we're going to go back to dancing. The last part of this chapter, besides overleading and focusing on transitions, is what you wear. So if you want your feet to stand out, which I usually do because my background was Carolina Shag before it was West Coast, if I wear a transition color, a different color of my pants, the white will pop out when I have white shoes with dark pants. If I want to blend in more, let's say Tess wanted to blend in today, she'd be wearing black on black. So it's not as easy for the judges to see her feet. And then, of course, this is hard to do before you get to a competition weekend, but you should look at what the background is at the event. Because if the background here is wood, and we showed up wearing wood outfits, you wouldn't be able to see us. Camouflage in the jungle, or a lot of events will have black backdrops. So if you wear black, you won't be seen as easily, and that's more by the judges and the audience members won't see you as easily. So bring extra outfits so that you can contrast against the background.